Like, okay, questions from well, Cloud Rider in the comments says, "I love Casual Historian's video on Lutheranism in America." He also asks, "What's the worst form of pseudo history that you have read, all of you?"
Worst kind of pseudo history.
Mine would have to be on the Historicity of Jesus by Crackpot Carrier.
See, well, for me, mythicism is annoying, but that's mostly what it is, just annoying. The worst I've had to read was Holocaust deniers, and that's because I made a video about them earlier this year. I had to read so much Holocaust denier stuff and watch so many lectures to find the right footage. It was just awful. They're the worst to read in my book. They are pseudo historians, and it's a little more dangerous than other pseudo histories.
Well, yeah, I mean, because they have a lot of political power too. I believe there's a couple of them running for like office in some states.
They haven't done well. The only places where Holocaust deniers have any power is, well, in the Middle East. That's where they have prominence, and that's where they are official policy.
Pretty much.
They're not all that different about it. What would be yours, Brass?
To be quite frank, I mean, to go to mythicism, personally, Joseph Atwill is like, I read some of his work, and like even the premise, like when you read like this, just the basic summary of what it's supposed to be, just that alone got me to facepalm so hard that I think I got a concussion.
It's probably as bad as Freud's book on Moses. Like Moses died, and the Israelites ended up killing Moses, and then they recreated this volcano god out of guilt for killing him or some shit along those lines. And speaking of bad mythicist material, have you also read what was that? Caesar is Christ by that Italian scholar. Well, he's not really a scholar, but have you read that?
So yeah, I'm familiar with the thesis. I haven't seen that one in particular, but I'm familiar with, I think, the guy he probably got it from, which was Christ and the Caesars by Bruno Bauer. Back in the 1870s, he was the first one to bring up that idea, or at least the first one to put it in the word. And so I'm thinking that's where he probably got the idea from.
Well, I mean, just remember, Nazareth didn't exist. A piano player said so.
We're just gonna ignore that. But